The Wolverine trailer has now been out for a couple of hours, and we have a lot of details that we probably haven't caught in the trailer. So here is 25 details you've missed in the Wolverine gameplay trailer reveal. And if you want to enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like down below to let me know you're enjoying this.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
So here's our first look at Logan, played by Liam McIntyre in this game. He's an Australian actor who's playing Wolverine in this game, and I think it's very funny that Hugh Jackman and now Liam are both Australian and clearly taller than comic Wolverine. This is something fun I found out after, the reveal. And the first line Logan says in the trailer is "been fighting longer than I can remember." This is a reference to the synopsis of the game, what the game will be about. In the story, he is on a hunt to uncover the secrets of a dark past that keeps eluding him. Unfortunately, in this world, he has to dig his claws deep to pull any shred of information that may lead to answers. Often, that means shredding into a relentless onslaught of enemies who aim to stop him by any means necessary. Fueled by unflinching resilience and a rapid healing factor, Wolverine won't go down easy if it means keeping the mission on task. So just like a lot of Wolverine stories from the comics and other types of media, this game will focus on Wolverine trying to recover his memories from a lost life, basically. And as you can see, the person or the machine that Wolverine is cutting up in this part of the trailer is a Reaver. The Reavers are basically like an army from Marvel Comics that had their first appearance in Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, issue 229, and they're basically a gang of humans mixed with cybernetic parts. And something that's very fun is that they were also briefly appearing in Logan, the 2017 film. One thing you've also learned is Wolverine will be in snowy Canada, Japan, and Madripoor. In this part of the trailer might be in Canada, that snowy part.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run.
So here we have our first look at Madripoor for this game, and as you can see, that is indeed the Princess Bar from the comics, which is owned by Tiger, which is a character that was actually rumored and revealed to be in the game in the first trailer back in 2021 through a tattoo from one of the gang members that was about to attack Wolverine. I gotta say that I love how this game looks, just visually. Has a lot more style than I was expecting and compared to the Spider-Man games. So I'm loving this direction that Insomniac is taking with this Wolverine game. And here we have our first couple of looks at the yellow and black suit that Wolverine will be wearing in this game. Normally we're now more used to the yellow and brown suit and the yellow and blue suit, but yellow and black is also very clean. It looks like it will be the main suit that Wolverine will wear in this game's campaign. And something really cool was the reveal of the motorcycle traversal. With Wolverine, the only real type of traversal you can have with him is a motorcycle, so I'm happy that they're including that in this game. And something small that you probably didn't notice is that the license plate reads 229. This is a reference to Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, issue 229, which I mentioned before is the first issue that the Reavers appeared in. The Reavers are the army of half human, half cyborg people that are going after Wolverine in the story. And something you probably also missed in this sequence is that there's a sign reading Squamish. Squamish is a small town north of Vancouver in Canada, so this just shows where some of this game will take place. I briefly wanted to talk about the combat as well, which looks very bloody. I'm happy that they're taking inspiration from other types of Wolverine stuff, from comics, from the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, all the blood and the lunging attack and stuff. So I'm loving that so far, and I love how quick Wolverine is with this combat. So I can't wait to play. Another small detail is the small logo that we see on the chest or the vests of the Reavers. I'm not sure if this is something from the comics. I don't think it is from the comics. We also see Wolverine fighting one of these Reavers in a sort of armed base, with you can see lasers down in the back, along that like fire, because probably an explosion happened there. So I can't wait to see every type of set piece that will be in the game. And the same spot might be where Wolverine will fight Omega Red in this game. I was very excited when they revealed Omega Red will be in the game. He's one of my favorite X-Men villains. I love the fact that he can just, use those sort of wires things out of his body and just incapacitate Wolverine as he does in the trailer. So I can't wait to see how that boss fight looks like. And I'm really very happy with this design.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me. 'Cause I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
We also get our first look at Logan using the healing factor ability that he has, from his mutation, and you can see, the adamantium skeleton beneath his skin, especially in his face. So yeah, this is just a very cool detail, and I can't wait to see how it will function in the actual game. It looks like the motorcycle sequence will be a big set piece of this game, with Wolverine going around the mountains and just to eventually catch up with his truck. And I'm also wondering if the motorcycle will be traversable during other parts of the open world or open zone, and when can you use it specifically, like during the story. And then one of the biggest reveals from the trailer, Mystique will be in the game, which I'm very happy to see. She has a more militarized, darker look suit than normal, because normally her suit is like black with the chest piece being white, but this one looks like just go for the black color along with a couple of golden details, which I appreciate, especially for this looks like stealthy type of mission. Then we get a look at this big set piece in Japan or Madripoor, where we see Wolverine scratching down like a metal building and just going down it while he's scratching to slow down his fall. This is a type of set piece I'd love to see in a Wolverine game. It really gives me Uncharted vibes. So yeah, I can't wait for this game. Hey, editor me here. While I was in the process of editing this, I found also a small detail in the scene where Wolverine is swinging from a metal thing and jumping onto a building. If you slow that down, there's like a screen or something, and then there's a logo upside down and it says Trask. So Trask will be in the game. Assume that since of the Sentinels, but it's good for it to get confirmed. So back to the video. And the last side we see looks like inside a factory, where we see Wolverine holding onto some tubes while kicking a guy into melting hot steel. And then we end the trailer with this clip.
I'm Wolverine.
So yeah, everything that shows up in this trailer, I just can't wait to see. The gore, the graphics, the characters, the suit design just look incredible. And we end the trailer with this shot of Wolverine encountering a Sentinel. Now, I wonder if the Sentinels were already a big thing in this universe. Probably not. Someone from my stream yesterday commented down in my comments asking if I think that the game will focus on the Omega Red and everyone going after mutants to end the mutant race, and Wolverine will be one of those that the Reavers and Omega Red go after. So I think that could be a very interesting theory. But looks like the Sentinels will be like an older model of the Sentinels with like the purple, the yellow, the blue. So the design looks pretty good, so I can't wait to see this boss. Hopefully it's not disappointing, but I want to see it. My expectations are very, very high for this boss. The release date is revealed to be for fall 2026. This makes sense because Insomniac released games during the fall. The first Spider-Man was released in September. Spider-Man Miles Morales was in winter, so not really fall. Spider-Man 2 was released in October of 2023. It is a certified pre-order for me. And then I also wanted to talk about the cover. The cover has been getting a lot of backlash on the internet lately, since it was revealed. I personally think it's very, very, very good. One thing I like about the Insomniac Marvel games is that the covers are more simplistic, where they just give you straight on what you want to see: Spider-Man or the Spider-Man or now Wolverine with a logo over them. Being simple, being clean, and doing what it's meant to do. Show you how the character looks and give you an insight into the story and what it will focus on. So overall, I can't wait to see this Wolverine game. I think it has a lot of potential to be the best Wolverine game we've seen as of now. So if you want to check out some of my other thoughts on this Wolverine game, you can check out my other Wolverine videos on my channel. I've also made a couple videos talking about the suits I wanted to see in the game. So if you want to check that out, it's up on my channel. It's up on the card right here. So thank you for watching this video. I hope if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment below what you think of this. And if you are excited for the Marvel Wolverine game, I'm George. Peace out. Take care.